Wow, I wasn't even set up there. What's up, everybody? Deebo Samuel got the bag today. Bag, not again. We got the Deebo drip. We're wearing the Deebo jersey tomorrow to training camp. That's it. 19 problems. He finally got the bag. Deebo Samuel has signed a contract extension today. The 49ers have finally ended all the drama. Tuck your chains in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. How are we feeling? What a Sunday. This is the last Sunday without football, and this was a great Sunday. What a day. Deebo Samuel has signed his contract extension with the San Francisco 49ers. 3-year deal. A 3-year deal. Unbelievable. Let's go over the details. They're giving Deebo Samuel a 3-year, $71.55 million extension with $58.1 million guaranteed. 3-year deal. He can ball out and get another contract in 3 years. This is what we talked about the other day with Smitty on the quad box. We said 3 years was the magic number because that's what DK got. That's essentially what Terry McLaurin got. And it's pretty much what A.J. Brown essentially get technically. 3 years is the magic number. These guys are smart. They know if they play to their max abilities, they're going to get more money down the line. 3 years is the magic number. We've been saying it the last couple of days, last couple of weeks. I said $60 million was the magic number, guaranteed, and they get $58.1 million. Very close. Very close to what we expected the other night, right? Smitty and I, we said about 53 to 55 to 57. That's the range because that's in between Terry McLaurin and A.J. Brown. DK Metcalf went over the top. He got the 58. And today, Deebo gets the 58, guaranteed. That is very, very, very well-deserved money for a man that carried this team into the playoffs and very well beyond. I mean, this guy was the MVP of this team. He's the key to the offense. The straw that stirs the drink. We say it all the time. It is the straw that stirs the drink. And Deebo Samuel was the man that carried this team so many times. Of course, the defense was great. Of course, the defense helped this team in so many ways. The run game and all those aspects. Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, a great team. But Deebo Samuel is the key to this offense, and he has finally signed. He's been at camp, holding in, running on the sidelines, talking to John Lynch, all that stuff. But finally today, the big news dropped. It was breaking news. Boom, Ian Rappaport. Then Adam Schefter confirmed it with the numbers. Crazy day. And I cannot believe we finally see the light. Like, this was crazy. We've been waiting all offseason. All the drama, all the rumors, all the tea. Like, fans hating on Deebo. We had, speculation. It was speculation after speculation. And it's all finally over. It's finally over. This was probably the most dramatic, craziest, drawn-out offseason, and it's finally over. Can you believe it? How it all played out? It's unbelievable. I can't believe this. This is crazy. Wow. Whoo! Exciting. It's exciting. Very exciting. Very, very, very exciting. I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine, what was going on in the background. I'm sure the contract took a long time to materialize, but, it's a very difficult thing to talk contracts, right? Contract negotiation is very difficult, very, very complex, and it's not easy, right? And the Niners have one of the hardest, contract situations out of all the teams. Like, they have so many great players that they have to play, like, right? They paid Fred Warner the big-time money. They paid George Kittle the big-time money. They have Nick Bosa next year. They had Deebo Samuel. They pay so many guys. Like, I wasn't worried through this whole process. I know people were getting a little frustrated. People were, saying he's going to hold out. And people were, mad at him. It just takes time. The Niners do things at their own pace. It's a little slower than we all expect. But we all kind of knew that the Niners wait till this training camp time to kind of get things done. And everybody was like, oh, Deebo's being a diva. Really, I don't think he was. Kyler Murray, he did his little media scrubbing. That's the new wave. A.J. Brown did it. That's how these players get leverage nowadays, right? You don't realize that social media plays a big part in contract negotiations now. This is a whole new era. 20, 30 years ago, very different, era. Contracts were different. They were worked different. You didn't have the social media. You couldn't control your own legacy. Social media has changed the way we do everything. Sports media, coverage of sports, contracts. Like, these players know they have more power than they ever did in the past. And it's great to see them take control of their own legacy and make what they need to make. Like, in every sport, these players are controlling their legacy. It's great to see. Great to see, right? I think it is. Social media is so much impactful on the game today. It's crazy. But I feel that Deebo Samuel finally getting paid is great news for the Niners. Kittle, Trey Lance, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, that is going to be the core for this team for at least 3 years. You know, you got Brandon Ayuk expecting to have a monster year this year, right? The chemistry. And now George Kittle in there with the other Yak brothers. You know, he can kind of build his chemistry with these guys. And not only that, Deebo Samuel can finally get the chemistry, right? He can build his chemistry with the fellow players and Trey Lance, right? Trey Lance needed to be there with Deebo Samuel and build that chemistry. So it's amazing. It's amazing to me that we finally got this deal done. And again, it's great for this whole team. I think that's just going to lift a lot of pressure off everybody's shoulders. It's going to lift a lot of pressure off everybody's shoulders because a lot of people are stressing out. And I think this is going to help the offense, right? I think this is going to help Trey Lance, you know, because he's really been throwing mainly to Deebo Samuel. And this secondary has been locked down. They've been in clamps, right? They've been tearing it up. Deebo Samuel is going to help this offense so much, you know, because in training camp, right, we've heard the stories. Charvarius Ward, Emmanuel Mosley, they're locking everybody down. You don't have Deebo Samuel out there. No disrespect to Juwan Jennings or Danny Gray or Ray McLeod. They're not your wide receiver one. They're not your top wide receiver. They're going to be good complementary players, but they're not Deebo Samuel. Now you have Deebo and Ayuk. I'm telling you, I think this might change the way that training camp is going to go. And I think it's going to very, very much help them in many ways. So I really am excited to see how this kind of changes the way training camp goes. Obviously, Deebo's, again, the most important player to this offense. So I definitely think that this move came at the perfect time. Perfect time. The first 4 days of camp, you really aren't doing much other than making sure you have a pulse. You're getting out there. You're getting your conditioning in. You're kind of getting down to the basics. You know, if you're a rookie, if you're a younger player, undrafted player, right, it's important to be out there. You want to learn the system, all that good stuff. But if you're a veteran, if you're one of the star players, you know that the first 4 days is nothing that big. But when the pads go on, that's a little bit different. And now the pads are coming on tomorrow. It's going to get a little trickier. It's going to become this situation where it gets more intense, right? It gets more intense. And now you have your best player on the field, and that is great for Trey's development especially. It's great to see that Trey Lance is going to have Deebo there. So let me get to some of these questions. Man, how are we feel? Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for dropping by on the YouTube. I know it's a little different than Instagram, but we building the platform. I don't care if we don't have that many viewers in here. We are building, we are stacking, we are building the platform. We have to go up. The only way to do it is to crush and be live and build the content, right? I will be live on Instagram later, but I really want to say I appreciate you guys for coming in on the live on YouTube. We got Super Gremlin vibes. We got to be bumping Super Gremlin all day. You're right, Isaiah. How are we feeling? Drop a level of hype in the comments from 1 to 10. How hyped are y'all today that we just signed Deebo Samuel to a 3-year contract extension? Are you guys not excited? Are we excited? Give me a 10, man. Tuck your chains in. Drop a chain in the chat. Drop a chain in the chat, baby. 19 problems. The press conference is about to be crazy, says Rhea. Whoo! Everything's about to go crazy. It's about to go crazy this week. Let's go. It's a 10. That's a 10 out of 10. 100%. Let's go, man. I hope Aaron Donald knows. You know what? Deebo probably heard that weak-ass Aaron Donald interview today, right? He probably heard that weak-ass Aaron Donald interview today, and he probably said, all right, bet. Let's sign this deal. Let's just sign this deal today. Let's go, Aaron Donald. We hate you too. 19 problems. We about to have a whole lot of problems for the Rams. Tuck your chains in. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Who's Aaron Donald, says RT94. Right? Who? 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 Little chump. Now it's not safe for you. I wish I could play the music, but YouTube doesn't let me play this music, as I would be bumping Super Gremlin right now. I can't imagine what would happen if I played the song, because YouTube is a little silly with the music. But we gotta be bumping Super Gremlin tonight. I can't wait. I mean, Deebo Samuel. Now we just need to see what his role is going to be in the offense. Is he going to be mainly that wide receiver? Is he going to play a lot of wide back, right? Is he going to play, that position he did last year where he was running and catching and everything? I know they did that out of necessity, right? They had to do that because the team was injured at running back. You were down to really nobody. So Deebo came in and he carved that role out, the wide back position. A lot of teams are starting to do this now. You have the Bengals, they do that with Jamar Chase. Tyreek Hill was doing it with the Chiefs. They're probably going to do it in Miami, because Miami Mike is probably going to copy-paste the 49ers offense out there in Miami. So I'm expecting a lot of teams to copy what the Niners do. They always do. And Cordarrelle Patterson was doing this, but Deebo was the master of this whole wide back thing. I still think he'll run, because in his first season with the Niners, in his rookie season, they did a lot of jet sweeps, little reverses, and all that stuff. But he wants to primarily be a wide receiver. And the wide receiver position is been something that's scrutinized for the Niners. We really haven't had a dominant receiver until the last couple of years, right? T.O. was the last one. Then we had Michael Crabtree, who I don't know if he really was that top-tier guy we always thought he would be. He was still good, but he wasn't I don't know if he really lived up to as high as expectations we had for him, because I thought Michael Crabtree was going to be like T.O. vibes, right? He was still pretty good. I liked Mike Crabtree. And then Anquan Bolden, he's a legend, Hall of Famer. Guy was great, but he was kind of toward the end of his career, but he still was a beast for the Niners. I mean, every time you needed a catch, you knew Bolden was going to catch it. But ever since then, they really haven't had a star receiver. Deebo came, and he changed that. He changed it. We knew, oh, God, this guy could be a damn good receiver. And then we got Brandon Ayuk. We have two guys that can be star receivers, 1,000-yard receivers on this team. People always say Deebo had one good year. His rookie season was damn good. For a wide receiver. And they literally used them all over the place. Jet sweeps, little wide receiver screens. He made some deep plays. Now with Trey Lance, with the deep ball ability, this is going to open it up for Deebo. The little slant plays, the little screen plays. And I think those deep plays are going to become even bigger in his arsenal. Deebo's a very good player. If you've seen his off-season training, he's been putting in a lot of work. It's been putting in a lot of work on his route running. And I think he wants to show the world he's a dominant receiver. He's not just this gimmick, wide back. He was one of the top 3 receivers in the NFL until he had to play wide back because of the injury. He was one of the top 3. I remember for weeks, it was either Cooper Kupp or Deebo Samuel at the top of the receiving yards list. It was either one of those two. It was one of those two guys. And I'm telling you, Deebo Samuel has a lot to prove this season, and I think he's going to. I think people are underestimating Deebo Samuel as a wide receiver, and he's going to make everybody pay that thinks he's not a good wide receiver. I'm telling you guys, Deebo is coming for blood this year. For anybody that doubted him, for anybody that hated him, Deebo's coming, baby. Tuck your chains in. I feel bad for wide receivers or cornerbacks that has to guard Deebo this year. I feel bad for any cornerback that has to guard Deebo. It's Christmas in July. I see the comments. It is Christmas in July. Smash that like button. Deebo the like button. Deebo the like button. It's slime season. Let's go, Deebo, man. Now we get to chant Deebo. Oh, Deebo. Oh, I'm going to get that chant started tomorrow at training camp. We are going to get the Deebo chant started tomorrow. I know I'm going to do it. You know the vibes. I'm going to sit there and scream, Deebo. Oh, we're going to knock some mouthpieces out this season. Oh, my God. I cannot wait to see what happens. I'm going to get so hyped tomorrow. I'm going to wear my 19 problem. I'm going to wear the Deebo jersey. I wasn't going to, but we are definitely wearing the Deebo. We got the Deebo drip. We got the Deebo drip tomorrow. I can't wait. Drop a Deebo in the comments. Deebo the like button. Let's go. We are hyped. We are excited. I'm sweating. It is hot. Woo! Deebo's agent is crazy. Can you imagine? This agent has signed the contracts for A.J. Brown, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, Deebo Samuel. I think even there's a wide receiver on the Chargers. He signed a contract for. Well, who's the other wide receiver? Not Keenan Allen. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. And Hollywood Brown. He got him traded. This man is a monster of a agent. Monster of an agent. Mike Williams, media. That's the guy. Mike. Can you imagine how much money this agent must have? That is crazy. That is crazy. I'm hyped. Y'all hyped. I'm excited. Are you excited? Are you not excited? Mike Williams. Thank you, guys. Oh my God. I gotta take a breath. I can't believe this. We finally did. Can you imagine all the weeks, all the months, all the months, all the months? That's what we had to do. It's Deebo time. Man, he's a great agent. He's a great agent. I don't know. Drop some questions and we'll answer them about Deebo's situation. This was so good for us. My man Niner Gang says Deebo trolled us hard. I don't know if he trolled us. He never really said anything. This is the thing. Everybody was putting words in Deebo's mouth. They were speculating. It was speculation season. It was smoke season. Everybody was saying stuff for Deebo. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to ask you a question. Did Deebo actually say anything? Answer me. Did Deebo actually say anything? He hasn't said anything. Never. The whole time. He hasn't spoke on it. You know, there were people that speculated for him. Schefter, Rappaport, you know, all the Jeff Darlington, whatever his name is. Everybody was speculating. Everybody said what Deebo was saying, but nothing came out of the word. Nothing came out of his mouth. I know his brother was trolling us, but did he really? Because his brother did say they were requesting a trade, right? He said they were requesting a trade, and the next day, Jeff Darlington said he requested a trade. Deebo specifically never said anything, and I remember that live video that was posted where, you know, his mom was on the live, and she was talking to A.J. Brown, and they dropped, like, this number, only $20 million, like it was a lowball offer, and that's what A.J. was getting. And then a couple days later, boom, the trade goes, and A.J. Brown gets traded to the Eagles, and he gets the big bag. Like, nothing was said about Deebo. He didn't say anything. He literally kept his mouth. Deebo was smart. He was smart. He handled this well. I think he handled it very well. I don't know. The only thing I think of is him liking a tweet of the... Yeah, I mean, he liked it. I think that might have been a little troll job, right? That might have been a little... Like, at that point, he was like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to feed in to the social media nonsense. I'm going to feed into y'all. I don't think he really did anything or said anything wrong. People were getting nasty. I remember when they were putting the death threats on Deebo. Remember? Then he comes out and makes that video. I don't want people to send me hate and racial slur. People were calling him they were calling him racial slurs. Like, they were cussing at him. And he says, man, I don't want to hear that crap. Like, I don't need to hear it. Like, that's disrespectful for a player that put the team on his back, right? I don't think he did anything wrong at all. I don't think he said anything wrong. And then I remember when he posted that video of him at the airport and says, why are people taking pictures of me? And everybody was mad at him. And people were like, oh, fuck Deebo. He's soft. He's soft. He didn't do anything. Why can't he express himself and say he doesn't like people taking some weird-ass pictures in the airport? Like, they were sneaking pictures. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, people were getting after his neck. They were coming after his neck. Smitty and I remember we went time after time, and we both said he didn't really say anything. We did say one thing, though, that we feel this is kind of dragging on too much, and maybe he shouldn't have kind of expressed that trade, right? He shouldn't have expressed the trade because we knew the Niners, they take their time, right? They take their time, but everybody was getting a little upset. I just felt like the whole time where people were kind of hating on him and giving him those death threats, that was bad. But hey, at the end of the day, Deebo leaves it all on the field. He goes to work on Sunday. Whatever he does off the field, we can't worry about it because we know he's got to come and bring the heat and go to work for us. He's a great competitor. Whatever he does off the field, it doesn't matter what happens, because as long as he's taking care of himself, taking care of his life, he can live his life, do whatever he needs to do, as long as he's not doing anything stupid like Deshaun Watson kind of vibes. But as long as he goes out on Sundays, sometimes Mondays and Thursdays, and helps us win, that's what matters. So hopefully, Deebo, the chapter's done. This can all kind of we can all look behind us and let's move our separate ways and be happy that we signed a big part of this team, a key to the offense, and we're excited because tomorrow's training camp. Training camp, man. Training camp tomorrow. So, unbelievable. Someone said Nick Bosa's story. Let's see what Nick Bosa posted on his story. Well, I'm sure there's tons of stuff going on right now. This is unbelievable. I know Trey Lance said something on his story. They congratulated Emmanuel Mosley, George Kittle. Everybody's hyped, man. Everybody's excited. Oh, man. There it is. Nick Bosa. This was good. We got to post this one. Nick Bosa. Look at that, baby. We posting this one up. Nick Bosa's hype. Safe to say, Nick Bosa is hyped. Deebo Samuel got paid. Let's go. Man, oh man. Bosa about to get a bag too, right? This man's about to get a nasty contract next year. Probably next year, though. He doesn't need to get paid this year. Next year is when, he's going to get his bag. And, there's no worries for Nick Bosa. So, I think he's happy. The whole team is happy, dude. This whole team is excited that Deebo got paid, man. He got absolutely... That's a lot of money. $58 million guaranteed. Jeez. Wow. Yeah, that's true. Nick Bosa probably going to get a massive contract. A massive contract next year. Can you imagine what Nick Bosa is going to get? Oh, God. Oh, my God. It's going to be crazy. You're going to be crazy. You're going to be crazy. Man. Is Smitty? I think Smitty's going to go live with me in 10 minutes. So let me take like 3 more questions here. And we're going to go hop on the quad box with Smitty. I know he's got a lot to say. I know I've got a lot to say, more to say. We're going to go with Smitty in a minute. So drop some questions in the chat. Let me answer a couple questions about the whatever y'all want to talk about. Let me know. Let me know, and we'll talk all about it. I'm just excited. Deebo got paid. So whoo! Deebo must be smiling ear to ear. How's Deebo's interview going to go? Honestly, that's a great question. I cannot wait to see. Can't wait to hear what Deebo's got to say. I cannot wait to hear and see what Deebo's got to see. Can we get Deebo on the phone? You know what? Let's call Deebo. Yo, Deebo, I know you're a popular man right now. I know you're busy. Real quick, Deebo, congrats to my slime. Let's go. Tuck your chains in. Congrats on the bag. Well deserved. Let's keep it rolling. Keep trucking those damn cornerbacks. Knock them mouthpieces out. Let's go. Give them hell. And make Jalen Ramsey never forget your name. And make Aaron Donald who? Make Aaron Donald who? Never forget your name. Let's go. Have a great night, Deebo. Celebrate slime season. I can't wait to see you on the field, baby. Let's go. Deebo Samuel, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, man. Niner. Oh, my God. So hype, man. When can we expect a Deebo interview? I don't know. But when it is, when he finally talks to the media, that is going to be the most unbelievable. That's going to be a hell of an interview. We are going to tweet every word he says. Every word he says. I'm going to transcribe it. Slime season. It's time. Have a good night. We're going to go back on Instagram. Thank you for coming into the YouTube. I had to come on, hype it up. Let's go. Appreciate the support. We're about to go live with Smitty, and this is about to be epic. I love you guys. Have a good night. From YouTube, we are going on Instagram, and we are going live with Smitty, man. Have a good-ass night. This is amazing. We might need to get media and actually do a dance. We got to get media. You know what? One time for the one time, we got to get media on for a dance. Let's go. Thank you.